Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So, you want to make games, right? First of all, to make a game, you need a game idea. Today we're gonna talk about how you can get those ideas. There is several approaches that you can do to get a game idea, being the most famous of them, do a game jam, or draw inspiration from other games, right? And they are valid entry points. They are the right ones. But in this video, I wanted to talk about some deep concepts that might help you to implement with these ones that you heard all the time. In game design, you can see games as just a bundle of small mechanics. You can take a game that you like, break it down, and see that each mechanic could be a standalone game by itself. And that's the main concept that I want you to learn, that games are just mechanics, and mechanics are simple. You can build a really complex game by just combining a lot of mechanics together. And that's the trickiest part sometimes, gluing it all together. But you see that if you want to make a small game, you just need around 3 or 4 mechanics, or even just one for mobile games, and you can have a pretty decent game in about a month or 3 months. So with that in mind, let me introduce you to the big boss, the man, the game design pattern libraries. Game design pattern libraries, or pattern libraries for short, are a collection of single game mechanics bundled on an encyclopedia type of document that you can search and find mechanics as needed. You could build your own library or use an existing one, but I really recommend you to build your own pattern library. This will help you to improve your game design skills, since you will be breaking down games, analyzing them for what are they made of, what mechanics are the game made of. I built my own pattern library. It has around 25 game mechanics in it, and I usually write a simple mechanic and a game that uses that mechanic, so I can search for a game or mechanic if I need. But how do I get those mechanics are a little simpler than analyzing games that contains that mechanic. I usually just take an arcade game or mobile game that is trending on Play Store or Apple Store, take the game, analyze it, and take the core mechanic of the game to see what mechanic this game applies. And don't be afraid if you think that your pattern library is strange because every mechanic is similar to each other. It's pretty common, okay? The mechanics are gonna be common to each other. Games are just mechanics, but you can take the context of the mechanic and apply it in another context. As of how I write the mechanics on my pattern libraries is just the name of the mechanic and a few example games mechanics. So if I need to, I want to make a game based on X game, I search for that game and I see the mechanics that what mechanics it use. If I want, I want to use this mechanic, so I search for the mechanic and see what games I can take inspiration from and improve on that. That's being creative, improving on what already exists. An example applying this concept is taking Pac-Man, for instance. Can be seen as a visit ourselves mechanic, while Crossroads can be a get to the other side type of game. And you know what is wild about this? Donkey Kong is a get to the other side, as well as Death Stranding is also. You just need to get to the other side. You get your packets and need to get to the other side. Donkey Kong, you start on the bottom of the platform and need to get to the top. Crossroads, you have a chicken, go to the other side. After getting the hang of it, you will be capable of practicing the second advice that everyone gives: take inspiration. Usually this advice comes with add or remove mechanics from a game. And with your pattern library in your hands, you will do it easy. How would you handle adding resource management following games like survival games into a collected and mal type of game like Slime Rancher? How would you turn Slime Rancher into a survival game? That's a creative idea, you can do it, but how do you do it? What games you can take inspiration from and toggle the levers to get a fun game and engaging gameplay? That's about how you can get creative in your games. You need to analyze the other games, take inspiration, get the core mechanics, and do what you do the best, make fun games. That's about all game design is, analyzing games and improving on whatever exists. Innovating is a hard topic, can be costly, and it might not be safe. You can make a really unique game, but it might flop and you might not sell that well. So sometimes it's better to get what already exists and improve on the concepts what it applies. So guys, that's all I wanted to talk. I just want to give you a brief introduction to game design pattern libraries. If you want to know more, I wrote an article a few months before this video, so if you want to check it out or get a deeper look, you can check the link in the description. I'm sorry for my English. If you could not understand something that I said, you can always leave a comment. I will explain it. And please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to talk about game design and other topics. I really would appreciate your opinion here. Bye!